So, Elon, a few hours ago, you made an offer to buy Twitter. Why?
Elon Musk is the richest person on the planet, with an estimated net worth around the $264 billion mark. Known for Tesla and SpaceX, as well as being part of the PayPal mafia, Musk is a big personality when it comes to social media. And one particular social media has piqued his interest. Twitter, as we all know, is a real-time information feed where people say what they think in 280 characters or less. And every subject matter has an audience and a resident expert. As of yesterday, however, the board of Twitter has agreed to a $44 billion takeover offer from Elon Musk. Here's how it happened. Elon Musk has always been vocal on Twitter, often tweeting about the site as well as posting other random things like Dogecoin memes or 420 references. US regulators have continuously proposed monitoring his tweets, suggesting he was tweeting recklessly, which had a significant impact on the stock market. That was proven to be true back in 2018 when the SEC brought fraud charges against Musk for a statement that he could take Tesla private at $420 per share, a costly $20 million tweet. However, being the richest man on the planet has its perks, with Musk capable of activist investing. At the end of January 2022, Elon Musk began acquiring shares in Twitter, holding a 7.5% stake in the business by the 24th of March, while simultaneously tweeting a poll to his Twitter followers on whether Twitter's algorithm should be open source. The next day, March 25th, Musk then polled his followers once again on whether they thought Twitter rigorously adhered to the principle of free speech, whilst buying another 3.5 million shares in the background. On the 27th of March, Musk then tweeted that he was giving serious thought to building his own platform to rival Twitter, before he threw a curveball, revealing on April the 4th that he was in fact a 9.2% Twitter shareholder in a regulatory filing, which works out at almost $3 billion in investment and sent the Twitter shares into orbit. The next day, April the 5th, Musk was appointed to Twitter's board by Parag Agrawal. However, less than a week later, Musk began tweeting about the lack of tweets from several of Twitter's largest personalities, thinking that the social network might be dying, and decided against joining the board. On the 12th of April, Elon Musk was then sued by a Twitter shareholder because he'd failed to disclose his 5% stake in time with the regulators, which allowed him to buy more stock at a lower price before it rocketed. On April the 14th, Musk then threw another curveball, offering to buy Twitter outright for $44 billion, significantly above its market cap at the time of $36 billion, paying $54.20 a share in an all-cash offer, this time filing through the SEC. Just a few hours later, and Musk spoke at the TED 2022 conference, which was live-streamed to the public.
Why make that offer?
Well, I think it's very important for there to be an inclusive arena for free speech. Twitter has become kind of the de facto town square, so it's just really important that people have both the reality and the perception that they are able to speak freely within the bounds of the law.
But the next day, on the 15th of April, Musk was dealt a blow as Twitter's board announced that the company would adopt a limited duration shareholder rights plan in a bid to prevent Musk from buying the social network. In M&A speak, this is a poison pill defense, which would let existing shareholders buy more stock at lower prices to dilute the shares and push up Musk's price. But Musk wasn't too concerned. However, it's all well and good saying you'll buy something, but now Musk had to show how he'd buy it, because not many people have $40-odd billion sat in cash. So, on the 21st of April, Musk laid out how he'd borrow $13 billion in the form of loans from Morgan Stanley, among other financial institutions. Next, he'd take out another $12.5 billion in margin loans, again from Morgan Stanley, against his shares in Tesla and other businesses. Finally, Musk would provide an equity commitment statement himself, which equates to $21 billion in cash. By the 25th of April, Twitter seemed to be edging closer to agreeing a deal with Musk, according to the New York Times, with the parties hammering out final details, including financial protection for Twitter should the deal go pear-shaped. And late in the day, on Monday the 25th of April, the Twitter shares were halted as all parties agreed to the takeover. Now, it's important to look at why Musk would want to buy Twitter in the first place. Twitter gets mixed reviews, some calling it a total mess and others saying it's extremely influential. It's not kept up with Facebook and TikTok in terms of its advertising model and has lacked serious innovation since it was founded in 2006. Now, Elon Musk wants to unleash Twitter with the goal of creating an inclusive arena for free speech. Musk has often tweeted about Twitter's free speech principles, how opaque its algorithm is, and how it lacks an edit button. The final question to answer is, what will Elon Musk do with Twitter? How will he change it? There's many things to consider, like Donald Trump's banned account, increasing Twitter revenue, changing the management team, making the algorithm open source, or simply adding an edit button. What do you think will happen? Leave us a comment down below, and that's how it happened.